Hello, my name is Lizzie and this is Lizzie's Literary Life, and today we are going to be planning my reading schedule for the month of March 2025. So when I say reading schedule, what I mean is I already have my TBR. I have what books I want to read during the month. But each month, for the last few months, I've been putting together a schedule where I break down all the books I want to read into all of the days of the month of how many pages or how many percent do I need to read each day in order to get everything done. I'm very much a TBR reader. I need to have someone tell me what to read. And by someone, I mean me. I need to have myself, my past self, tell my present self what to read. Otherwise, it's not getting read. So this is a little bit of TBR reader insanity, but I think it's fun. So we're going to do it here together. I'm going to record my screen. Normally I do these schedules in my planner, but I do want to keep some of the book titles actually a secret because they're going to be kind of revealed in fun ways in later vlogs. So we're doing it on a spreadsheet that has kind of placeholders for some of these titles, and not all of them, but some of them. And then I will later transfer it into my planner so that I have that easy access to it. But I'm going to record my screen. Let me remember how to do that. Okay, so as you see here, I've set up with my TBR for the month. And if this ends up, when I put it in the schedule, if it ends up feeling like I could add another book, I will add another book or 2 or 5 because there's plenty of things I can read. But this is what we're starting with. If you look at the top, we'll start with, we have the 3 of the books for the Throwback Book Club that I run with Danielle. We're reading the Lunar Chronicles from January through April. So if you still want to join, you still have time. You still have 2 months to read all the books. I read Cinder and Scarlet in February. I'm planning to read Cress, Fairest, and Winter in March. And then I will do the final collection of short stories, I think it is, or novellas or whatever, Stars Above. I'm going to do that in April. So we have those 3 books for Throwback that I plan to read this month. I'm going to do them all on audio because that's what I've been doing for this series, and I've really enjoyed that. And then we have the Otherwhere post. That is my February release for HRCYED. So you'll see in the notes, I have to read that by March 25th because it came out on February 25th. And for HRCYED, for the monthly releases, you have a 30-day window to read the book. This, I don't remember what it's about, but it seemed really interesting to me at the time, and I'm going to listen to the audiobook on Spotify because that's seems like the easiest way for me to get new releases these days, new release audiobooks at least. And then I have Golden Fool by Robin Hobb, which I am so excited to read. I've been buddy reading The Realm of the Elderlings with my friends, and I have just loved it. So that's really exciting, but that's a chunky one. And then there's the Shelf This book club pick for March. Shelf This book club is run by Bailey from Is Bailey Reading, and there's rotating hosts that pick the books. This month's book was picked by Ruby from Ruby Red, and Ruby and I have very similar tastes, so I'm really excited to read this one, Northwoods by Daniel Mason. That I will get on ebook. It's not too long, but it's a literary, so we'll see how it goes. And then the rest of the books are secret. So we have 3 books for Jokes on Me episode 6. One of which you'll see for the page count, I just said long. It's really long. And you might know what it is already, but it's really long. And I started in February. So by the end of February, I'll be on page 420. And the plan is to read 15 pages per day. I won't finish it in March, but I want to just keep going steadily with 15 pages a day. So there's that. Then we have 2 more books for Jokes, 1 physical, 1 ebook, that are average length. And then I also am going to be doing my Spiffbo books for HRCYED in March. These, the Spiffbo books I randomly generated, and that'll be a vlog of all the Spiffbo books, generating them and then reading them. That'll come out beginning of April probably. And so I have the page counts of all of those, but I'm not going to tell you what they are because it's fun to watch me generate them and I don't want to spoil that. So that's the TBR. That's what we're putting in. And then over here, I have all the days of the month, 1 through 31. And we are just going to go from there. So the first thing I want to put in is that we are going to be reading that jokes book number 1 all month, and we're starting on 420. 15 pages a day means that the first day we should be at 425. 435. I wrote it right. I said it wrong. I'm gonna actually just get a little more comfy here. That means we're gonna do this plus 15 and just do it down all month. That will get me to page 885 at the end of the month. That is not the end of the book. So, I'm just gonna pull this down too, that we've got jokes episode 1 all month. And those are the pages I need to be on. I'm gonna bold the dates. And then, so that's jokes episode 1 taken care of. Okay. Then I want to put in my spiffbos because I want to be reading one spiffbo at a time just for ease of vlogging. And that can take all month. What's the total pages for all the spiffbo books? 1,420. So that would be divided by 31, 46 pages per day. So that sounds good. I'm going to start with spiffbo number 1. We're going to do page 46. And then equals that plus 46. And the first one is only 320 pages. So that's only going to take until the 7th. And I'm just going to write finish on that column right there. So that's spiffbo number 1. Spiffbo number 2 is 501 pages. That's the long one. I actually might change the order. No, I'm just going to do this order. This is going to be good. Because I think that's the order I generated them in, so that's fun. So again, page 46 equals this plus 46. And we have to get to 501 this time. So let's drag it down, see how far we get. That's going to finish on the 18th. So let's drag that down. I hope this is interesting to you. I don't know. I'm having fun. And then the last 3 are short. Spiffbo book number 3. That's going to take probably just 3 days, right? Oop. Yeah. Just 3 days. Then number 4. Page 46. That one's 278 pages. So let's see. Oh, perfect. Finish on the 27th. And these ones have been working out really, really well numbers-wise, actually. But I just kind of fudge it if it doesn't work out numbers, exactly. I kind of have been doing that, but these ones have been working out pretty nicely. And that leaves us 4 days to read spiffbo number 5. Again, page 46. And of course, not all of these books are created equal in terms of, some of them are going to be harder than others to read and are going to take, if the pages per hour is going to be different for each one. But that just is part of the thing. That just is what it is. And then I can get behind, I can get ahead. It's fine. This is just a guideline. Okay. Now, what else? So we've done the spiffbos. Let me cross those off. This is a lot. I feel like a lot of eyeball reads this month, maybe. I don't know. Where is the cross off? There it is. Okay. Let's do our other eyeball reads next. So I want to do Golden Fool at the end of the month. Let me see how many pages is my other eyeball reads are. So those two plus these two, 1,810 pages. I feel like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of eyeball pages to read this month, but that's okay. That's 58. I always round up because that gives me wiggle room. So we're going to say 59 pages per day on these. And I want to do, I think, do I want to do Northwoods first? I think I want to do, I want to start with Jokes book number 2, then do Northwoods, then Jokes number 3, and then Golden Fool. I think that's the order that's going to make the most sense and feel the best for me. Okay, so we're going to do, what did I say? Jokes number 2 first. So that's 59 pages per day. I'm going to round it up to 60, and then we have wiggle room at the end of the month. So we're going to say 60 plus 60. Jokes number 2 is 396 pages. Wow, that's not what I meant to do. So that's going to have us finishing on the 7th. That's going to be good. So if you saw that number before I deleted it, I would like be midway through my 60 pages on the 7th when I finish. And so that means I could technically start the next book also on the 7th, but I'm not going to. We're just gonna fudge it. So that was Jokes number 2, and then we've got Northwoods. Again, 60 pages. This one's 335 pages long. So again, midway through a day. That's okay. That's fine though. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say we're going to finish it. We're going to have a hefty day on the 12th and just finish it like then. So 5 days to read Northwoods. That's 6 days. Wait, what? That's 5. I can count. 5 days to read Northwoods. Because I want to make sure there's time for Golden Fool at the end is the thing. And then Jokes number 3. Again, 60 pages per day. That one is, Jokes number 3 is 343 pages long. So we're going to finish it on the 18th. And then we have how many days for Golden Fool? How many days is this? 13 days for Golden Fool. That feels good to me. So 60 pages. It's how many pages long? Golden Fool is 736 pages. We're just going to take to the end of the month. We need to do this plus 60. And let's see. To the end of the month takes us to just about perfect. So we are finishing at the end of the month. And those are my other eyeball reads. And then we have, let me cross those off actually. Golden Fool and Northwoods on the schedule. Jokes on the schedule. Then we just have my audiobooks. And this is when I said maybe we'll add other things on this TBR, not gonna happen. So audiobook total length is 57 hours. Those will all be on double speed at least. I want to do the other post first because that has a deadline. So 57 hours. The way I do audiobooks, so like my total is 57 hours. I'm then going to do, if the otherwhere post is first, I'm going to do the otherwhere post length over, the otherwhere post is 20% of the total time I want to spend on audiobooks. So I'm going to spend 20% of the days reading. Like that just seems like, so 6 days. And this is a mathy thing, but it's like vibes math. So I'm going to spend 6 days on the otherware post. So we're going to put that in. Let me make this smaller. So the otherware post 6 days. So if I spend 6 days on it, that's 100 divided by 6. That's 16.5% per day. So I'm going to start with 16%, and then I'm going to do 16 plus 17, and then I'm going to add 16 to that. So I'm just alternating 16% and 17% until it's done. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't care. And then finish. So that's the other post, 6 days to finish. And then the rest obviously have to go in order because they're in a series, but I'm going to figure out how many days on each one. So this is 27% of the total time, audiobook time. So 27% of the days is 8-ish days. So I'm going to take 8 days to read Cress, which means 12.5% per day. So we're going to do 12%, alternate 12% and 13% on Cress all month. So that's easy math. 72. Nope. I said it's easy math and then I messed it up. 75. 87. Finish. So that's Cress. 8 days. 8 days to finish Cress. And then we've got Fairest. Fairest is a novella. That's the short one. So I'm going to do same thing, same process. What percent of the total time? It's 11% of the total time I need to spend reading. So 11% of the days is 3.5 days. I'm going to spend 3 days on Fairest, just so I have some wiggle room at the end of the month. So that's 33% per day. That's easy math. So Fairest, 33, 66, finish. 3 days on Fairest, and then that leaves us with 14 days for winter, which seems pretty good. So 14 days for winter, that's 100 divided by 14 is 7% per day. That's going to work. So we've got winter is 7% per day. And then we'll just drag it down. That gets us to 98%. So we'll just finish on the last day of the month. And that's my schedule. I fit everything in. Let's cross off those last things. There is definitely not room for anything else. So we are going to have 4 books on the go at once, 1 audio and 3 eyeball. So we're going to have that Jokes #1 long book. It's going to be going all month, just 15 pages a day. That takes me about 20 minutes. And then we've got 46 pages of a Spiffbo book every day all month. We've got 60 pages of another eyeball read all month. And then how long is that? Let me see. Let's just say C. Let's see how 16% or 16.5% of the otherware post divided by 2, because times 60. I'm just mathing away. About 56 minutes of audio listening per day. If I focus, I can do that. And if I listen on my commute and stuff, I can definitely do that. So this is possible. It's ambitious, but possible. And that's what the schedule is here for, to tell me that my TBRs are ambitious, but possible. I don't have a week off in March like I did in February. So we'll see how this goes. But Clementine's trying to hug the mic again. But I am cautiously confident that I will be able to get all of this done. So, thanks for joining me as I made my schedule. I hope this was interesting in any sort of way. And definitely look forward to the jokes vlog that's coming eventually. That's episode 6 of jokes. The Spiffbo vlog that is coming hopefully at the beginning of April if this all goes to plan. And maybe I'll do another like random weekly vlog in March because I've been enjoying vlogging lately, but I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. And comment down below, am I insane for doing a schedule like this? Or would you consider doing something like this also? Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one coming very soon. Bye!